Hello, YouTube. Um, so I kind of jumped off the face of the earth when it came to recording videos. So I decided today that I wanted to do one because I have some news. Um, Me and my husband are finally expecting after a year and a half of trying. Um, I'm actually pretty far along right now. I'm 14 weeks along because I didn't want to make a new video until I felt like I was in a safe enough area of my pregnancy to announce to YouTube. I didn't want to put it on YouTube until I knew for sure, and I knew like all my friends and family knew before I put it up. So we were very, very lucky, and we conceived on our third round of letrozole, and which was amazing because right after we found out we conceived, we got some test results back, and that pretty much gave us very, very low chances of conceiving on our own, like without IUIs or IVF. We got really lucky, and we feel extremely blessed, and we've been thanking God every day for this miracle, and we've just been so happy, and we've been really worried, obviously, throughout the first trimester about miscarriage, and I was worried about a chemical pregnancy in the beginning, and just because my husband's numbers having low morphology gives us, and me having PCOS gives us a higher chance of having a miscarriage or a chromosomal abnormality. But it seems like everything's going fairly well. I'm technically in my second trimester now, but I've been having throughout my first trimester, I've been bedridden pretty much because I've been so sick. I was not expecting to get this sick. I've been to the emergency room a couple times for fluids. My last time to the emergency room, I was like 12. I think it was 12 weeks along, and they gave me fluids, anti-nausea meds, and they gave me glucose because I was really, really sick and my stomach would just not calm down. So I was diagnosed with hyperemesis during my first visit, which was around 7.5 weeks along, was when I went to my first visit to the emergency room. I've been really, really sick, bedridden almost, pretty much for almost 8 weeks now. I think 8 weeks. Yeah, it's over 8 weeks. About 8 weeks today. So it started late in my 5th week is when I started getting really, really sick. I pushed through it the first couple of days, and then I called my RE and said, I'm really sick. It's affecting my work. It's affecting my sleep. I can't do anything. So they prescribed me medicine to help me. And so I started taking that, and it worked for like 5 days, and then it stopped working, which sucked, and it just completely stopped working. So I pushed through it for a few more days, and until I went to the emergency room, and then they prescribed me an upped dose of the same medication, which didn't work. And then I found an OB and pretty much called their offices crying my eyes out, just miserable. And they finally gave me a different kind of medication. And with that medication, I was still sick, but I was able to eat and drink and keep down fluids and food and stuff, and it helped a lot. So my first trimester has been miserable. I think I'm going to do a video on just about hyperemesis. But I want to talk about my exciting things, my pregnancy. So I found out I was pregnant. I got my first positive pregnancy test at 8 days past ovulation. And it's really, really early, and it was a really, really faint. And the numbers, my HCG numbers must have been really low because 3 days or 4 days after I saw my first pregnancy test, I got my beta drawn, and my beta was only 67. So the number must have been really low when I first saw that first line. And it was at 8 days past ovulation. And when I found out, when I first saw the second line, I freaked out. I cried my eyes out, and I just, thank God, I collapsed on the bathroom floor and just thought, thank God. And then I called my husband and told him, and he didn't believe me. He was out of town at the time, which sucks for him. But he came home, he saw the pregnancy test, and he still didn't believe me because he thought the line was too faint, that it wasn't positive, until like a few days later when the line started getting darker and I got a positive on a digital pregnancy test, and he was pretty happy after that, but still scared of miscarriage, as was I. We got an early ultrasound done at 7 weeks, and we found the baby was measuring 6 weeks, 5 days, and had a nice strong heartbeat at 148 beats per minute. Baby wasn't even moving yet when we saw the baby. It was just kind of like sitting there, like this little thing was just sitting there and it's sitting there hanging out in my uterus, and as the ultrasound tech moves around, you can see like the little baby, you can see like its heart is huge compared to its body, and you can see you can tell where the head is, and if you look really closely, you can see its little arm buds and leg buds. And we got a picture from that, but it wasn't very good. It wasn't a very good picture. And then we graduated from our infertility doctor, and we went to an OB, and I'm going to an OB now. We had our first appointment at 11 weeks. And she actually gave us she did a small little ultrasound just to check on the baby and check on the heartbeat and stuff. And we were able to hear the heartbeat on our home Doppler at just earlier than 10 weeks. So my home Doppler, which is right here, has been my like go-to like worry-freeness. I don't know how you would say it, but it's been helping me along. I check the baby's heartbeat once every morning just for a few seconds, just to make sure it's still in there and still alive and moving around and happy. And then we had our NT scan done at 12, almost 13 weeks, and baby was doing great. We got to see the baby moving around, and the NT scan came back good. And we got some really cool pictures. 1 second, and I'll show you. So we got some pictures. I'm just going to show you one picture. And that's our little baby right there. And he or she is doing really good. And looks to be healthy and moving around. And it's grown an inch since we had our scan done. We don't see a doctor again until the end of April, and we have another scan scheduled for May 15th. So, yeah, so that's been my life so far, since I've dropped off the face of the planet. We got pregnant. We're happy. I'm still really sick, by the way. I'm going to work today. You know, I've been going to work, but it still takes a long time in the morning to get myself prepared and ready, and there's only certain foods I can eat. And I'm still throwing up like I threw up this morning, and I'm 14 weeks along, and I'm expecting to be like this for a few more weeks. It'll probably last fairly long, but it's worth it. I'm just starting now to get a baby bump. I'm going to end this video by showing off my baby bump, maybe, if I can get it to show. I'm going to stand up. So this is hard to see, but I can tell the difference. Let me try to get out of the light here. Oh, there we go. So that's my little bump going on. It's very small, but it's mine. My baby right there. Alright. Thank you, YouTube. I want to put up some more videos, hopefully soon. And I hope you guys enjoyed this. And so please subscribe. I'll be hopefully posting videos throughout my pregnancy. Alright, thank you. Bye.